Well, I'm in my happy place, one of my many happy places, and that is my recliner. Um, Long overdue for my August newsletter video. So just to give you an update on what's going on in the real estate market in August. Every month has been changing. So we had some rubber stamp years of climbing prices and, you know, buyers making multiple offers and inventory being crazy low. And that all changed when the interest rates started rising, predictably. So what's occurred, and the tracking that I do, the data tracking that I do, used to do monthly, upped it to weekly when COVID hit, upped it to daily when the interest rates started rising. Actually doing it twice a day right now, just on a theory that we're playing with. But the bottom line is that, yeah, the market has changed. Let's say it's softened is one of the terms, meaning that the contracts have slowed down. The inventory actually was gaining, and was is the operative word for August, because we had our typical spring lift in new inventory that occurred in part because the buyers were backing down and were not in full force. And but interestingly, the buyer activity slowed to a certain pace and then it just plateaued. And that was almost a month of that same plateau. And then the buyer activity, the contract started inching back upward. Fine and dandy for sure. But the new inventory started decreasing again. Again, in a normal year, normal cycle, that happens in June and July and August, the summer months, especially the closer you get to the end of summer, when a lot of people are, getting kids back in school and just kind of settling for the winter, not wanting to start the home selling, the moving process. Those that don't like to, there's a lot of people think moving in the winter is a hassle. It's really not that bad. If your moving day is when there's a snowstorm bearing down, then that's going to be extremely inconvenient. But here in Colorado, in the Denver area, we have way more mild days than we do days like that. And so anyway, it's an adjustment. But I sell homes every month of the year. We've got families moving, so just kind of an aside there. But what's happening with the inventory now coming back down and the contracts heading back up is that, in fact, that line has crossed again. The one that we thought we were in the mode of normalizing is now, well, let's put it this way, the market's not crashing. Yes, through what just what happened here in the last 2 months, 2 to 3 months, home prices have fallen, not quite 2%. Obviously not doing anything like what was happening in 2008, but how much more is a big question. And as I'm watching all these telltales in the market, it doesn't look to me like there's going to be much adjustment. I wasn't sure there would be any adjustment, that home values wouldn't just flatten out for a while. But one of the factors, I'm sad to say, is that the big money investors are still out there buying up. In fact, they're not anticipating prices to come down dramatically. So some of them have pumped the brakes a little bit, but for the most part, they are buying up. I closed one last week. My listing asked the selling agent, how many homes is this particular investor buying? She said, well, they've been on track buying about 50 homes a week. I'm sorry, a month, 50 homes a month. And they have slowed it down a little bit, but they're still aggressively buying. And the listing I had was 560,000-ish, single family house, kind of move-in ready. So, that's what's going on. Stay tuned. And by the way, check out my website blog, thehometeam.com/blog, and you'll get a lot of good updates and good insight on, things that are going on. Again, through my eyes and my experience, but I'm very active in the market and I'm a researcher. So I'm constantly looking for information and telltales and anything that's relevant. And that includes the residential market, the multifamily market, the commercial market. So anyway, I've gone long again. Thanks for joining me. Hope to hear from you. If you have any needs, friends, family have any needs, friends don't let friends pick their realtor off the internet. So I'm here for you. Thanks. Bye.